We are back here. 2024 NXL Major League Paintball Lone Star Major, a little outside of Dallas, Texas. I'm blessed to have Arturo Andrade and Ryan Greenspan from San Diego Dynasty to help me call this next set. Sunday implications, we're in Saturday afternoon. Only 10 teams move on. It's Ironmen, New York Extreme, Shock, and MLKings here about to battle. Ironmen undefeated yesterday with the rebuilt roster. Extreme struggled a bit. They lost to both PB Fit and X Factor. Shock undefeated yesterday, 2-0. MLKings went 1-1. They almost beat Impact in overtime. And then, story of the tournament, and sorry boys, but Dynasty struggled a little bit tomorrow. But historically, when Dynasty struggles, you guys ended up doing well in the long run. I mean, even at the last event, you had 3 come from behind victories to win that tournament. So, about to jump into point number 1 in a second. Ryan, we'll start with you, though. Ironman, New York Extreme. What does Extreme need to do to beat the Ironman right now?
New York is kind of on their heels already coming into the event with a handful of injuries to their guys. I just talked to Pat Kraft, who is also he's out with a kind of a hamstring or kind of behind-the-knee tendon issue. Looks like NYX is getting checked out going up into that tower. And this is one thing that Ironman did a really good job of, is kind of shooting that inside little temple on here on the left-hand side of your screen. You can see him, but the guy he's mirrored up with got bounced off the break. And that's Tom Guest is doing a lot of damage there. Yeah,
Tom Guest was real solid for him yesterday. I mean, everyone contributed for the Ironman. You don't go undefeated in a day if you don't have good contributions from mostly the starting 5. But it is Extreme pushing the issue in the middle of the field. Boys, the middle of the field has become a big factor of what's happening out here. The Snake, there's lots of bounce shots in there. You have to win heads-up gunfights, or at least, beat your guy in to make the move up. And the D side, lots of crafty moves out there. Arturo, what are you thinking about this field layout after playing a couple yesterday, watching some paintball?
I think it's a little bit hard to go outside on the Doritos side, but I think that's a very powerful side. And you have to have a guy on an island a lot of the times, which makes it hard to put 2 guys in the middle. But I think the middle is becoming stronger, like you said. Like, there's a lot of moves in there because people are shooting the tapes, and the middle becomes wide open sometimes. Yeah,
we started joking around as a fan was talking about how it's the hot tub. Everyone wants to get in the hot tub. Oh. That middle, that diamond. But yeah, it's been a battleground all day long, mostly yesterday. Ooh, Amara might have caught one, maybe came off the bunkers. He got into that mini wall. Henry Sense also able to get out wide here for the Ironman. Here comes Tom Guest about to drop the hammer in the middle of the field. He comes through and
misses the guy though
because he retreated. Ryan,
he's not there,
and that's the big thing. That's the big thing here. When you get discovered in the hot tub, you want to find a new seat in the hot tub. You know what I mean? You want to try to make moves. So Ironman dropping 2 bodies, and
Jerry, it was McLean.
McLean trying just unnecessary, And it's crazy because that's what stung us yesterday really badly. Is we made a bunch of moves that we didn't need to make, and it ended up costing us big time.
So Geiger making the dive to get in here to the Snake 4. He's got Amara right beside him. Early walk though for Kyle Nicolau over there on that D side. So 2 bodies have dropped for the Ironman. They're both from that D side. That's going to give this New York Extreme player a lot of freedom in that middle. Oh, but he comes up and gets diced up by Geiger. So good job by Geiger to have his head on a swivel. Might have been Omaro, actually. And then here comes the attempted run through.
Geiger
CJ
got shot
Cantor.
right there. Geiger just got something sprayed off of him.
Well, the ref's giving him a check.
Wow.
Looks like he's good to go.
It looked like he got shot on the inside.
Geiger's going to slide in, nice little athletic slide in, one-handed.
I like what he just did right there, where the way he bunkered that guy in that spot is he didn't try to get greedy and go over there and shoot him a bunch of extra times and stand up. He slid into his bunker to shoot him. And it looks like, who is this? Is it Damien right there? Or no, that's Henry with
Henry Sense.
No loader.
No loader.
Yeah.
So that was a 3-on-5 the Ironmen were able to pull back and win because some
unnecessary moves from Extreme.
And that was the story of our day yesterday too. Well, obviously talking about the middle, Alex, kept us in the match against the Ironmen by making some back-to-back 3 or 4 packs running through the middle of the field.
He had a day.
We had a lot of miscues with our communication, just connectivity and stuff like that, and then finally, we made moves. We were up on bodies 4-on-2, and we lost that. We were up by 1 point. That's the worst thing you could possibly ever do.
Yeah.
Because everybody had a different outlook on how to play the game. Again, a lot of connecting issues there.
In the pits right now with the Ironmen. The legend Shane Pestana brought in to try to help rebuild the squad. They're on their 3rd or 4th rebuild in the past 5 or 6 years.
This looks like a good one, man.
Yeah, I was going to say this one.
We said it a lot.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, this one looks like a good one. We will see. Chicago Aftershock, speaking about new rosters coming together and looking good. This is not necessarily a rebuild, it's a build. And they looked outstanding yesterday. So off the breakout, Shock going to be starting from the blue side. MLKings from the blue side. Shock in the blue on the red side.
Yeah, that's a tricky one to say. But yeah, Shock definitely looking good. You know, A-Rod's on point. As we said, you know, Trent had possibly the move of the event yesterday.
I don't know. Clint Johnson had some good ones too.
Oh, Trent had some really good ones. Lots of really good. I think
Alex
did too, but I think Trent's looked the funnest. Alex should get bonus points for surrendering Geiger. That's a good one. He surrendered him.
So right now, MLKings came 1-1 yesterday for the MLKings, and a much better showing than we saw from them at event number 1, day 1. They're going to do a little reposition in the middle. They're at that 50 brick. They were up at the wedge. Nita is up there as well, too, for Aftershock. MLKings out in the Snake 1. So 3 bodies over here on the Snake side for the MLKings. Snake 1, back corner, and the tower.
Yeah, so
they have the can.
5-on-5 here. And it looked like, who's this in the Snake? Is this Clay?
Hosk.
I think it's Hosky.
Or Hosky. So Hosky took a bouncer going in there.
No, wait, that's not Hosky. He's 24. I think that's Clay.
That's Clay. It's Clay. Yeah, Clay took a bouncer going in there and was getting thoroughly inspected there. It's like a TSA check. Make sure he was good. But look at this move here for MLKings coming up into the Snake 3.
Yeah, he can shoot probably that wedge. Number 88. But oh no, he retreated in a good time.
He needs to wrap that. I think 88 needs to wrap the check. I learned that. I learned that yesterday after my blunder against the Ironmen.
That's Kaya.
From there he can shoot at the monster, but now he got caught by the monster. Well, the big brick in the center just caught number 88.
Yeah, it's Nita.
Yeah, and I think that center is very good to actually, if the snake's sloppy, you can probably catch him crawling around that specific Snake 3, so that just got proven.
Clay Hughes using the inside to get into Snake 2.
So technically you're not allowed to do what he just did.
Like go between bunkers?
Yeah, you can't go between and you can't lean your body weight on the bunker. But, yeah.
It's a little bit of the gray area.
A little bit of the gray area, a little bouncer.
Ooh.
If I'd known that, I would have rolled over it yesterday instead of sending it straight over onto my shoulder.
Aftershock loses the
Parrish.
Dorito, LJ.
4-on-4 right here. You know, the game is definitely going a lot slower than Trent needed taking the walk out of the middle.
Yeah.
Going a lot slower than we kind of had thought it was going to go.
Here you go.
Oh,
Clay's trying. Bad information, maybe.
He didn't know the first guy walked out of that snake.
Yeah, he didn't know the Kaya was already dead. So Clay runs through, no deaths come off that, and now here come the MLKings, couple repositions after the death of Clay Hughes.
But I'll tell you what, A-Rod's back in that snake corner, and he's worth at least 2 bodies. So, and you just can't, like, someone's going to get lazy on him, and he's going to get a couple kills right here. He's going to step wide, probably come over the top, shoot that wedge guy, so
yeah,
definitely don't go sleeping on him, for sure.
I think the move right now is to go down the snake and shoot
the Dorito side, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Nobody can shoot that Dorito side until they're like on Dorito 4. So right now oh no, that's a ref.
And what it does is you need to put a little bit of, I think that's Corey Hall in the can on the Dorito side.
Yeah.
You put a little bit of pressure on him.
There you go. You shot him.
That can is rough, man. If you're at that can and you're in a low body situation, that's kind of the first guy to go almost all the time. And that leaves just A-Rod in the back corner bunker. They're going to save him some pain and some cleanup and concede the point. So after a 4-minute long point, MLKings still looking pretty solid today. They got 2 today. They got to play the Hurricanes next. So Shock and Hurricanes and the MLKings, they win both. They'll be moving on. New York Extreme in a must-win situation.
Josh, who shot you, the Mexico?
In the piss right now. Let's check it out.
The Mexico killed him. He lost coach. Were you loose or what?
I went to the Cobra. He went back. I went to shoot him at the Cobra. I went to the well twice. It was my bad.
Hey! Yes. I have to know where the kills are coming out of.
Why he's hurt.
Call where the kills are coming out of. Oh, I got you.
I got it. Quick point. Same line.
We're going to run the same line.
I went to the well. You fucking worked.
Here we go. New York Extreme.
All right, so New York Extreme line 2 guys up on this snake side. So it looks like maybe the tower and oh, that's right, because they got bounce going into that thing last time. So it looks like he's going to go in deep.
That one didn't bounce.
No, that was on the wrap. That was Geiger on the wrap right there.
So McLean coming out of that Aztec off the break for Extreme. Not really off the break. It was on a wrap, so he got shot out of his spot. They're also going to be losing Patty Gleason and CJ Cantor.
Same
guy.
Or
yeah.
maybe the corner, because Ironman has a corner now.
Oh, they do.
So maybe that guy, and they probably didn't see him go in there.
Yeah, that's the tough thing about that little temple, man. I mean, I played that thing with it one time yesterday.
Yeah.
Arturo played it a lot in practice. It's just, if you dive into it, you can't see where the guy goes wide. The only set of eyes that you have on the snake side is that small little tower, or small little temple, which is, really tough to get into, as it's been, seeing. So if you dive into that thing, no one can see where the guy goes on the snake side. You just can't. You have no vision.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of not sure where the guy's going to be. Is this, Thomas Taylor just trying to make something happen over here?
Yeah, he's over the top and doing whatever he wants. It's against 5-on-2.
I'll tell you who looked good in losses yesterday, Thomas Taylor. Thomas Taylor was balling out yesterday. He
Yeah.
did the best he possibly could.
Old guys still got it, man.
They do. It's interesting because years ago it's like, well, let's get some young little fast kids and give them machine guns. Now it's like, nah, we need the salty vets. I need someone who's like 35, got a regular job, his life's good to go, and give me that guy. The guy that really knows what he's doing.
Wow. None of the players that I know who are old who have normal regular jobs are any good at paintball. But
I mean, that's like Hurricanes. Every one of the Hurricanes.
Okay, you're right. Yeah,
Literally
I forgot about
everyone
the
on the Hurricanes. I just described
95.
them.
Is down for the Ironmen, so it's 2-on-4 now.
Yeah, it looks like Thomas got shot. I think it was. Yeah, Tom Guest out of the middle, making a move up there. Just kind of keeping paint flowing through the lanes, But I will say this: I like the no mistake paintball the Ironmen are making. Maybe they don't know that they shot so many guys off the break, or so early, but
Yeah.
they could certainly be doing a little bit more pressure. How do they say that?
Yeah. sounds
Keith
good.
DeVitt giving Thomas a little bit of extra love there.
Another solid point here
Now
for
he's
the
gonna
Ironmen.
walk by him. See, maybe a little chirp. It's gonna be in front of the.
Yeah, so the Ironmen doing some work early. I mean, off the break shots are crucial. It's a standard paintball field. Off the break shots are big. This middle, what's happening in the middle is really kind of dictating a lot of what happens in the matches. Survivability, snake side, intelligent play, and then D side, man. I've seen a lot of points stolen and points decided on that D side in the scramble. Now we're in the pits here with the Ironmen, up by 2. Kind of everything's working for them right now. Getting different guys spins. Not everyone is playing. They are kind of going mostly to a starting 5, but a few other spins here and there.
Which is tricky, because as we've experienced in Dallas from the past, you go from really slippery, nice, like beautiful grass to wet to then sticky grass, sticky mud. So it's going to be more and more difficult diving and sliding out here. It looks like MLKings, do they only have 4 guys? I only count 4 on the box right there. Oh, there are 3 guys in the back center.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's rare.
That's for that amount of time is what's crazy. So look at MLKings just standing over the top of that wedge on the hot tub.
They don't even know the Aftershock's in the snake already.
No, and that's the problem is you can't see that.
Yeah, because they were on a knee. The big tower was on a knee, and it's hard to actually see over the top of that mini wall.
And MLKings just not getting out of that back center, which is a problem. So now they're.
So now spinning Hosky here for Shock. He got the majority of the spins yesterday, number 42.
He looked good yesterday, man.
He did. He really did good. I agree, Ryan. He looked good yesterday. And he just got on the team like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I love that. That's such a cool story, man.
Oh, really?
And that's how it goes. Sometimes it doesn't work for one, team. One,
He was
squad.
he was real far on the depth chart on X Factor because we have Axel and Billy in front of you on the depth chart.
Absolutely, man.
The center just missed. There we go.
Got him.
He shot him. Same as with the other point.
And here comes someone right through the middle.
Yeah, it's Nita. He just got shot.
Oh, wow. What a shot Nita took on 22 in the tower right there.
Oh, he took 2. Interesting.
Yeah, got 2 of them.
Nita's been getting after it in that middle,
jumped
man.
over the thing one-handed and shot, I think that was Kyle Berry out of the middle, and then raised up and shot the other player, number 22.
Here comes A-Rod through the center.
This is,
He's
careful
hunting
here.
for that snake.
Yeah, so
2 on 3.
3 on 2. Davers Shock, and they need it. Down 1. Still a lot of time left to go. Got to put it together and good positions for the MLKings. The back corner on the snake side, snake 1, pretty good crossfield shots and defensible. Now they're going to get that kill. So now it's going to be 3 on 1. A-Rod's looking crispy out here.
He is, man. He knows exactly what to do, which is the thing, right? Look at that, and just his shots are just
lasers.
Yeah.
He doesn't miss those.
He does not miss those snapshots, man.
Yeah,
Great for
he
him.
was setting some traps yesterday. He was dropping hammers, being the bully. He was kind of playing A-Rod paintball, Alex Rodriguez. And that's the thing with Todd, he knows, okay, certain guys are going to get starts. Corey Hall, Parrish, and A-Rod, you're going to play all the points. Everyone else, it's, they got a lot of talent, but no Silos here. They pick up Hosky, and then with Clay Hughes, Nita earning a lot of a keep up in that middle now, so kind of got to ride that hot hand up there. Then between Clay and Hosky, I mean, we saw Clay get a lot of good spins with the Ironmen last year, and then Shock takes him, but still, those are relatively untested guys in deep water, right? I mean, Hosky just got here. He's a rookie pro. So for Todd, you're looking for guys to step up and earn the right to get those spots. I mean, Arturo, you've had an amazing heroic story the past couple seasons. You first got on Dynasty, you had to earn reps, and then you've been working on your craft and doing, being a good teammate, and then they give you opportunities, you make the most of it. And I mean, you almost, if things didn't happen the way they did for Marcelo to close out World Cup, you get the MVP, So that's what's possible given the right mind, the right time, and the right diligence.
Yeah, 100%. It's really hard when you're in a team full of old goats like this guy over here, So you just have to keep grinding and hoping that one day you can be at their, at their height. That's kind of how it goes.
Well, you're there now, Artie, so good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Arturo's been playing absolutely his best paintball, and it's tough playing on our team, because we have 10 guys who are all really good, generally, and but it's absolutely no one spot's guaranteed just because your name on your jersey.
And that's how it should be. So right now, Ironman rolling the dice, trying to take a little extra ground, trying to get that mini wall. So that move has worked out a bit.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful because if somebody goes all the way, because that's another spot that's hot quite often off the break, is that 50-yard line wedge towards the D side. So he gets that kill here for Extreme, and then he jumps back to the brick.
Yeah. And that's kind of how it goes. They go instantly in there to look for that kill. Damien took a little while to go into that mini wing, and that's how Thomas just shot him. And then you pull the other guy to try to bunker you, and then you can probably set a trap on that guy on the Ironman, which they didn't. But good kill for New York Extreme right now, going to the center of the break.
It looked like he might have taken a shot coming around that thing.
Yeah.
Which is why he kind of backed up and crawled up the field. But it's hard to say. He's kind of the way he's playing that spot.
Well, and then New York Extreme did set the trap because they go up there, they get that kill, comes back to the brick. Ironman have to force to respond.
Yeah.
And he went to try to clear him out. He wasn't there, but no one was able to get that shot in on him, and then he intelligently went back to the brick and zoned up on the D side.
Yeah. I wonder what would have happened if Thomas was waiting for that move and probably get him before he or a trade. You kill two dudes on the middle, and then you leave your team with an advantage. So,
well,
Todd of them are there.
Well, so Tom Martinez was up here talking about the 2-for-1 trade.
Yeah.
If your one gets 2 out of there or causes 2 kills based on his proactivity, you're going to win that point the majority of the time.
Yeah.
Or you should. You should win
too.
that point.
The old Mick pick 2, Maddie.
Yeah.
And that was the big thing about when the big W was up in the center. Is like you shoot the first. You don't go around and bunker the guy on the other side of you really right away. You shoot the first guy, then bunker the dude in front of you.
Take the 2.
Yeah, you take 2 with you.
Better survivability for New York Extreme this point. It's making a more interesting point.
It looks like we've got a gun down here in the snake corner for Ironmen.
Yeah.
Is that Steven or is that?
Yeah, I think it's Omar on the corner.
So 5 on 4, and kind of Damien. This is the problem with the center, right? He's just kind of waiting for the guy to jack in the box up the field here. He should be using his height as an advantage.
Yes.
And standing
to look right now over.
Right now he'd be able to see his
McLean.
butt right there.
Well, he's taller than Thomas Taylor. Thomas Taylor is standing up in that spot. You got to be careful a little bit, though. His head's peeking over the top, but
now he knows he's there. Let's see what McLean decides to do, because there's nobody in the snake. Well, as I say it, Omar just goes into the snake one.
And Thomas has to be really careful here when he goes over to do what he's going to do, I think.
Yeah, because of that Dorito corner.
Snake 1.
Ooh, he's
asking for a check. Snake 1, that's that angle.
Bounce.
You got him.
Yeah, Omar with a kill. Like we were talking about, like now Thomas just took 1 off the field, and he died. Now they have the presence.
And if Omar can get that information to Damien, Damien can play a little bit looser and
Damien is out. He was the first.
That was not him right there in the middle.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, Damien's 22. This is 29. Who's number 29, Maddie?
I can't see from here.
No, do you know what number 20?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. Who is that in the middle for Ironman?
Maybe Mitch?
CJ's just in front of him. Let's see what CJ tries to do here.
Well, the problem is CJ can't do anything because of the cross that the Ironmen have. I mean, and there's just so much time to have this weird cross of whatever's going down, you know. You need to be. I mean, there we go. This will be good. And then he looks the other way. Are you sure that's not Damien, number 29?
I'm pretty sure
Damien
he died over it with Thomas shot him because Damon came to the mini wall over here. Oh, if this guy McLean shoots inside, he's gonna see that.
29 for Ironman. Oh, there he is.
Find it. There you go.
Smoked him.
That was the shot I missed yesterday.
Yeah. Now it's what is it? 43 favor of New York Extreme. They have a body advantage.
That's a big point for Extreme.
Oh, that's Weber.
This point's gone real long.
Oh no, they're gonna check CJ.
There's no Weber on that team.
There's no Weber on that team.
It's either Finley or
Ooh.
Evans.
Not a. They
How's
just
that not a
shot
penalty?
CJ again. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Well, 33.
33, 3 on 3.
And you know, like an island drill. I mean, Ironman needs to come and get McLean off the field so that they can have the snake. Now Extreme goes to the middle again, and
Kyle with a little bit of
Yeah,
risk trying
Kyle.
to get into that D3, and he ends up
Oh.
getting taken out. He trades out
battle.
though. Trades out with the center.
okay, now the advantage goes to New York Extreme because they have the whole Dorito side. Let's see what they can do with that.
Yeah.
McLean
This
needs
is-
to
and
pop the top and shoot at this tower.
445 down by
Where's
2. Must
where's
win
the
such-
third
must win
body
point.
for
No, he died.
Extreme? So
They,
it's 2 on 2.
it's 2 on 2 right now.
Ah, okay, okay.
We have the Dorito over there for Extreme, and these two on the snake side for Ironman.
Yeah, you can see the eyes in the sky right here.
Yep.
Okay, I see it. I see it. But yeah.
So now is the move for McLean to he has to do make something happen because
Well, he just can't lose this heads up gunfight.
Yes. Yeah, the Dorito guy's applying the pressure on Ironman. McLean needs to
Also,
get in the game.
McLean cannot afford to lose a gunfight heads up or get bunkered. And
Yeah.
Omara's going to bunker him. That's the thing. Like, Omara needs to come and get him, really. Or Omara's going to shoot whoever that is for Extreme coming across into the Dorito, their little baby
Yeah,
Dorito.
now that Dorito can move forward, I don't think, because the way Omara is looking, it's a big gap.
I mean, I understand what McLean is doing. He's just making sure he doesn't lose the tape battle. And the Dorito player, I believe, is out of paint
Yeah,
right now.
I think it's Patty.
See,
Gleason.
here's the problem right here.
I think it's
Here
Patty.
comes.
Well, Ryan, you called it. So Omara tries to launch on McLean. He gets eaten up though. McLean
Yeah.
stays alive.
McLean doesn't know that. Henry senses in the corner. Did he see
Yeah,
it?
he's just calling a snake corner only. So it's time for McLean to make it happen because his Dorito, as long as he
The
stays
Dorito player is
alive,
completely out of paint.
now he coming. As long as he trades,
Straight out.
the Dorito's gonna just hang it. Yeah.
And then Patty Gleason's
Smart.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah.
And
What a point.
it's always very tough because if you're in a 2-on-2 and you have Snake 1 and Tower, thus no outside containment at all, and your opponent has all of those bunkers on the D side to work with some minutes to work with, then yeah, man, like that's a really low percentage 2-on-2 situation.
Yeah, number 29 is Finley.
Yeah, Mitch Finley. Yeah.
Well, he's got black hair, shaved head, and it looks he's the same height as Damien.
Hey, brother,
Yeah.
welcome to my world.
Yeah.
It's a little hard out here sometimes.
Yeah.
I also
all I
one
saw
of
was
the
a
trends
2.
I hate is the fact that people are in these like ski masks now.
Yeah.
So I can't
yeah.
even go with like how tan your neck is or your
Yeah,
color of
yeah.
hair.
Well, they both had a 2. They're both the same height, skinny, and they play the middle. And I'm like, all right, well. And Damien wears a black beanie and
I think
his hair.
Damien has like a red goggle.
They've all got red goggles.
Ryan, when you're
No,
unsure, you just go the Ironman player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to know, man. I'm just trying to do some high-level scouting here.
You're trying to know thy enemy, right?
Yeah, exactly. I am the worst at that. I'll tell you what.
It's just 5 guys with guns.
Yeah.
So
more or less.
1-1's the score. 9 minutes on the clock here. Shock and MLKings. Shock on the red side now, and there goes Anita back to work. They are going to be losing LJ though again from that D side. So that's a good kill because LJ was going off yesterday.
Yeah, and that's another a name you need to put on that list of guys that are playing every point. You know, it's like you got Corey out there, but you absolutely have to have LJ in as well.
Well, that's what I was saying. I said Corey,
Yeah.
LJ, and A-Rod can't come off.
Let's see
got it.
if they see each other right here, this mini wall and the center. Oh, there we go.
Oh, Trent.
Yeah, exactly. He was
Trent
waiting
in
for
that
him, and he
gunfight,
got the
so,
kill. Yeah.
Wow. MLKings with the advantage, 5-on-3, I think, right now, Maddie.
That's correct.
Yeah, here comes Corey Hall, though, trying to
To make something
make
happen.
something
on the
happen in
Dorito
some
side.
chaos. Yeah, and he does, makes it all the way to D3. A-Rod's still alive. Snake One's still alive. We're looking at the D-side battle here on your screen with Peterson, who's been holding the line on the starting lineup for the MLKings for
I like this
a few seasons.
King guy always shoots from the prone position. He's like a rifleman sniper.
Yeah, 5-on-3 situation in
For the
favor of the
recoil.
MLKings.
Yeah. Not the best way to gunfight. Well, it's a good way to be steady and accurate, but not the best way to snap back in. You know,
Talk about the sniper in Snake One.
sniper and
Yeah.
Snake One. Yeah, it's just tough to be mobile from that position.
Yeah, so it's Hosky, A-Rod, and Corey Hall still out there for Aftershock in a tie ball game, trying to maintain this undefeated record that they have here. The Lone
Oh,
Star
I don't like
Major.
that move. 2 in the snake.
Well, so the tricky thing about 2 in the Snake, I mean, the one good thing is you can kind of keep the dominance as long as this guy stays low, but
Yes.
because it is hard to hold the tape when a guy's crawling right in front of you. But and here's the other thing is MLKings need to get wider on that Dorito tape to be able to put some pressure on Corey Hall. Because right now Corey Hall can live behind the outside of his gun, so it makes it really hard to dig these guys out of their spots.
Now, A-Rod moving to the corner allows the snake guy to actually crawl just to the side of this guy's bunker.
Ooh,
Corey
Hall
just
just
died.
getting shot out right there.
Yeah. It's tough now. Aftershock's only on the snake side, and MLKing has all the field, basically, to wrap around. They
Yeah,
can do the
it's-
highway move right here.
Yeah, it's just...
Nah,
it-
there's no one's coming down the highway on A-Rod unless he gets shot. 2 guys in the Snake, though. It's hard to identify where each one is. So A-Rod getting the first kill, or Ryan getting the first kill.
Hosky's going to move up.
Husky.
Oh, Kaya knew where he was. Hosky waiting for the call from the ref. A-Rod does get shot out behind him.
Whoa,
Ooh,
how did he
Hosky's
not
still
shoot that?
alive.
Oh, not for long.
Oh, and Hosky wins the gun battle down the sideline. He does got to be careful, though, as the MLKings have Peterson. Peterson blew open that D-side. Peterson gets a crossfield shot on Hosky. Hosky frustrated.
Wow, how'd that first guy not bunker Hosky?
Interesting.
He must have gotten shot beforehand.
Maybe he shot the bunker. Maybe he missed. Tough to tell. We can't see if if Hosky got shot from that inside angle.
Yeah, King stole the, well,
Yeah, so from the D side, it was Peterson. So Peterson wins the battle over there. And A-Rod was trying, when you're the 2 in that situation in a low body moment, and you're a guy like A-Rod, he's just going gun dominant. You have to. You're in a
He
low body
wants to
moment.
win.
You're
Yeah,
hoping
those
you're catching guys. And
gunfights,
he caught one inside. Hosky wins a gun battle down the sidelines, but then A-Rod gets shot trying to fight Peterson, but Peterson has that entire D side to work with, so A-Rod didn't really have much to hide behind because he always was looking still at 2 bodies at that particular time. Kaya runs the inside,
and
doesn't
here's the
shoot
thing, the
Hosky.
clock is still rolling.
Yeah, there we go.
Clock is still rolling. Really strange because he jumped over the bunker and hit the buzzer. The MLKings player hit the buzzer. So I don't know
did
why
he?
the clock, yeah. He jumped on the buzzer and hit it, and I think he knocked it over.
Yeah, I don't know why the clock would still be running. Peterson was untouched, went in there and hit
Yeah,
the
and he
buzzer.
was waiting for them to buzz it at the end.
Yeah, he reloaded, and then Hosky was they were all arguing here on the outside on this tape.
We're in the pits right now with MLKings. Let's listen in.
Little sloppy closeout.
Johnny, you good over there? How's the pressure on that side?
Oh, so they're saying that he never hit it.
Hold on, that's what I want to hear because it's a sloppy close. So
We shot the 100. Oh, yeah. Yeah, smoked them, bro.
So we're starting here in this next point.
Johnny, I blasted him on it too.
Good, on the over or the under?
The on?
So this point's about to start, and the refs aren't paying attention, but... So they're arguing that he hit the buzzer, and then some people are arguing that he actually jumped on it and never actually pushed the button.
Okay, Extreme again going to that center instantly to shoot inside.
Yeah, it's a fool me once kind of thing. I don't see Omar doing that move again.
Yeah,
Ooh,
this is interesting though.
Extreme onto their side of the field, though. So getting onto their side of the field is a little tricky, like.
Yeah.
Let's see, Ironmen are up by 2. They're not really that snake heavy.
Oh, there we go.
Sense. And if Omar goes onto the other side, he just shoots.
battle going down here in the middle. McLean comes through, tries to one-hand it. Is it going to be a clean trade?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it. Ooh, and they're getting another kill heads up. Thomas Taylor wheeling and dealing on the outside here.
Thomas been having a weekend. Carl's going to dive in to try to help out Thomas. Into the snakes, going to crawl past the 50-yard line as Ironmen have lost a couple bodies over here. Still have the tower. The The can, I'm not sure if the can's still hot. They got the shot in on Thomas Taylor, though. Carl's still alive, and he did not see that move out wide, and they just flat out missed Carl. And he's going to try to run down Carl. Henry sensed. Did he trade?
And it looks like it was a trade over here.
Yeah,
and then a body dropping over there for New York Extreme out of the corner. So now I believe it's a 2-on-1, guys. Or a 1-on-1?
Yeah, it's a 1-on-1.
Oh, wow.
It seems like because Kyle just came back and he's getting checked.
Cantor put a stream on him as he dove across.
Oh yeah, he shot him. Now it's a 1-on-1 with Cantor and Tom.
Why did he do that?
Who?
Wait, what's
Cantor?
what?
Use your words.
Well, Cantor just maybe got shot by Tom right there at the end. I'm not totally
Maybe
sure.
From the command center.
Well, but
I don't know why Kyle Nicolau filled from coast to coast. He had that whole side blown. They're up by points.
I mean,
with little time. I mean, I say that when I make stupid mistakes all the time, and I dissect them as well.
But Tom made that move back and must have shot Cantor in his first engagement. The Cantor was gunned up on him, following into that
Cantor
back
just kind
center.
of sat down.
Yeah, Cantor had like his gun in his lap.
It didn't even look like he engaged with Tom.
That's what I thought too, but by price there was only Tom
was-
Guest
it was-
left.
yeah, that was
it
only
was
guy.
either Tom Guest or God, and I don't think God shot him. So
Or maybe CJ had a hit on him. That's really strange.
that was the that possibility is that maybe he already had a hit on him.
No, but what I was saying is, the Ironmen had the advantage with 2 bodies over on the Dorito side. They lost their entire snake tape, and that move of Kyle's to run coast to coast, if he had just gone forward instead of across, he would have probably been a little bit better of a move, especially knowing that his whole entire tape is blown.
So you wanted Tom to go forward instead of
No, I wanted
Cantor?
Kyle.
Kyle Nichols
Yeah.
instead of coming over to this snake side.
Yeah, because once you shoot out an entire tape, that means there's no pressure from heads up, so you can play the outsides.
Well, and we're seeing that a lot because when a lot of times a player will look up on the D side, see the snake side get blown open, and he knows he has to.
He's got to go. It's a pressure syndrome, We actually nicknamed it a long time ago. We changed it obviously, but it was the Moorhead. We used to call it Moorhead because Ryan Moorhead would obviously identify the fact that they were blown out on one side, and he's just coming running down your side of the field, and it works more often than not because your guard's generally down.
Yeah, and looking that way anyway. So jumping to this next point here, Chicago Aftershock down by 1. Just 5:36 left to go here versus the MLKings. MLKings lose that body out wide. Peterson taking the walk from the D side, so stuck in the pocket for the MLKings on the red side of the field. Shock. Looks like 5 up
alive.
Shock.
The pocket.
First to attack, even though down a body is, I believe that's Rodriguez. But here comes Trent Nita has been fearless on this attack in the middle of the field for Shock. He makes the clean run, no penalty assessed. Off that chaos, Corey Hall takes the Hertz brick, and they get in the snake with Hosky. So way to play off the move, Trent Nita. A-Rod's going to get in the mix too.
Ooh.
As a body dropping on the D side right now for MLKings, but here comes Harris Hussein. Gets murdered by A-Rod.
Yeah, it's gonna tie.
He's going to tie it with 5 minutes left on the clock.
That was a good point for Shock. They played that one like they needed a point in 40 seconds. And they still got some time to work with. But yeah, tie ball game now with probably around 4:30 by the time A-Rod walks in there.
So MLKings are playing really well. Obviously, Shock is looking really crisp. Looked great all yesterday. Last 2 matches.
Yeah, well, MLKings beat the Bears and then lost barely in overtime to Impact. And anytime you can take Impact in overtime, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
So they go 1-1, and then the question was, okay, Shock undefeated yesterday, and Shock beat Impact, and Shock beat the Hurricanes. So rough. That's a tough scheduled day, which they excelled at. And then now looking at, so we knew Shock was dialed. How good was the MLKings going to be? But they're hanging with Shock too. So, and the MLKings had a rough first event. They went 1-3. They were terrible on day 1. So it's been a big improvement for the MLKings, and this game is yet to be decided. Jumping back into this next one with the Ironmen and New York Extreme.
Yeah, and I mean things are getting are slowing down a lot too. What was the average score you say yesterday? Maybe around 7 points total.
It's tough to tell because we had some lower scoring games. Like Legion, damage was 3-2. Okay. Damage forcing Legion to play their game, but then Legion scored 9 against Notorious's 4. And then today we saw a 5-7 game. And then we saw a 7-4 game. It's just
it's all over the place.
It's all over the place, man. This feels kind of wild. It's interesting.
And I mean, it's certainly sticky. So they're trying to figure out right now, I think, if they're playing down bodies or up bodies. And I think maybe CJ, there might have been a penalty on him.
Well, our commissioner is talking to Pat Kraft, who's injured, so kind of helping coach. Coach Dan Lee is over there as well too for New York Extreme. Thomas Taylor and CJ Cantor, leader of the squad. Everyone's trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm looking at the body language
It looks like
Pat Kraft, and it looks like bad news.
Yeah, it looks like CJ probably shot the last guy.
But
and if it's a major, then they have to start.
He's
down,
walking out there,
yeah.
so they might have 4. I just can't see the box right now with how many guys NYX has.
For sure, 4.
4. 3 for a second, but 4.
Yeah. So
no,
no, there's 5. There's 5 out
There's
there.
5.
All right, they got.
So maybe they were arguing something different.
That's strange. Not sure.
So on the breakout, Ironmen up by 2. We're looking over the shoulders here of New York Extreme from the blue side. They take the snake off the break, but so do the Ironmen.
Yeah, they shoot Geiger.
Both teams taking the snake off the break. I like that. Thomas Taylor up in the middle, all the way across into.
Yeah, he can shoot this snake too, number 18.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
But
yeah, he definitely shot him. There we go.
Wow.
So
Thomas Taylor.
New York Extreme is looking for it. Gary is on their side in the snake. He can probably shoot that can right now, and he does.
Gentlemen, only 48 seconds left, though.
Ooh. Well, they have to go. And they'll have enough time for another one, unless somebody here in the middle gets a penalty. But no.
39 seconds left, and now a 1-point game. Another quick one here for New York Extreme. Ironmen just could not hold the line.
Yep.
Tell you what, this has been a very entertaining tournament. We've had a ton of upsets, lots of close games, some wild moves. This layout has been entertaining. And still more to go. 4 more sets after the conclusion of this one. The Dynasty boys have got Arturo Andrade and Ryan Greenspan, MVP from the last event. In a lot of people's books, the GOAT. 2 games today, New York Extreme and X Factor. Must-win situation for you boys. What's the mindset on the squad right now?
You know, I think there was a little bit of, like I said, we're just a little confusion and disconnection yesterday with our overall mentality and mindset behind each game plan. You know, our intentions on the matches or individual points. I think today we had a really good meeting this morning, and you know, we're just gonna come together and just have a little bit better outlook on how to play the game. You know, we're doing the same game plans as everybody else is. I think we're gonna be possibly up in that middle a little bit more. That PB Fit game, we were not in the middle at all. A couple of points. But we seem to think we just need to be alive in our spots. It's probably pretty important.
So 5 on, battle going down in the middle right now as MLKings trying to get Kyle Berry across. Nita has just been going to war in the middle of the field. Hosky getting another spin. He's still alive. Good comms too. Hosky yelling the codes crossfield. He's in Snake 3.
Ooh, another body dropping for
MLKings.
It doesn't look good for them.
No, it looks like
they probably need to buzz this because it's like 4 on. Oh, okay, wait.
Who to shoot Corey? Corey was wondering who shot him too. He's like, wait a second.
I think there was a bandit in the snake corner for MLKings. So this will be a quick turnaround. Let's see if NYX has any more gas left in the tank to be able to score this next point.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to be really important on this one here.
Oh,
because you know, their guys are spinning it, they're running, they're sprinting down the field, just hang that buzzer, and now they got to get a 20-something second, 30-some-odd second.
I think it was 38.
38 seconds.
Right,
Well, they take a timeout
seconds.
right now. They called a timeout.
That's smart. Yeah, get that timeout. So Arturo, how's NXL Mexico doing?
MXL is great. Having an event like in a month in Guadalajara, Mexico. I'm assuming there's going to be a great showing of teams. A lot of teams from here want to come. Canada is also asking me. They always see like the webcast and the you know, the environment's so good. So with good teams all over the place. So are we good?
Yeah, where do people? Yeah, sorry, he hit your off button.
I mean, mine's.
Oh, great. That's why I felt like something was weird. He doesn't want me to talk about MXL, so it's all good. No, MXL is great. Honestly, I'm super excited. People are happy. I'm trying to put like a team of Mexico to go to Paris to play over there. We haven't done that in a while. So, yeah, I'm excited for that because normally we had that practice before Chicago, and that was the same weekend. And last year I got notified that everybody was over there. I was like, oh, okay, so we can go over there?
That's awesome.
I want to go over there with Mexicans. And, yeah, so that's a good plan for Mexican paintball, and I'm excited to see what we can do over there.
So if people want some more information Want to take maybe a little vacation, a little paintball vacation, go get some competition, grind on in Mexico and Guadalajara? Where do they need to go with that info?
Just go to Instagram, either to my personal page or to Xball Mexico, and that's the easier, or Mexican Xball League in Facebook. Here we go.
Jumping into this next one here. Ironmen up by 1 on New York Extreme. Just 36 seconds left to go as Extreme's going to have to launch. They launch 2 bodies up the middle. They do get first kill, and they haven't dropped a body. It's 5 on 4 right now with under 30.
They killed another one, but they lost the Dorito. Now,
Thomas Taylor.
That's gonna be a major problem.
Oh, Thomas Taylor drops the hammer. I don't see a flag, though. So just a couple bodies left. Yeah, just a couple bodies left alive for both.
How much time? What do we got on time?
12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Carl's going to launch.
Oh, he shot all of them.
Minor.
Oh, they're going to throw a minor on...
Go get a guy.
On NYX.
And I think there was only 1 body left to pull.
Which is who
hit the buzzer,
so.
yeah. The head referee was calling pull a minor on Jerry Caro, and then the referees didn't know who to pull the penalty on, whether it was going to be Ironman or Extreme. They said Extreme, and then that only body left alive, I believe, who I'm blocked out from, I can't see who that is. Who is it? Oh, it's McLean. So George McLean out there, and they're trying to figure this out. But if that's the case, if it is a minor on Extreme, and McLean's the last body left alive, that means he'll be dead, and the Ironman will be taking the victory. Though I didn't see how much time was left. They might, if there was over 10 seconds, we're going to see another point.
That was it. I think there was...
Was it down
It
to
was just
a
like
couple?
2 seconds.
Yeah, it was really, really, really tight on time. It's kind of crazy how much he was able to play over the top of that thing and just wheel a deal.
Shoot your gun.
Close game,
So,
though, man.
waiting on the call here. Really fun fireworks there, though, for sure. Game finished. It said 3-2 Ironmen.
So that's going to do it. Ironman undefeated still. And they have to play PB Fit next. What did you guys see out of PB Fit? Obviously took the loss to PB Fit yesterday, or evening, really, because it was like 7 o'clock when we played. But what were they doing well against you guys?
Well, they were not making mistakes. I think they did a really good job of pressing the Dorito side. They didn't do anything special in the middle. They didn't do anything special in the snake. Chavez just, diced us up and made moves, and we weren't able to make moves against him. Their back center guys were able to uncontestedly fill out of the back center wherever they wanted, and it was hard to shoot. They were really hard to shoot. Yeah. I think that was really big. So they just played really tightly, and they didn't let us come down the snake. Their snake guy would get in there and just hold the wire, and they did a good job of just holding us from moving forward.
Yeah, I'll say discipline. That's
a good
very
word.
disciplined.
Yeah, Charles, that's a good one. So body coming off early. It's going to be
MLKings
taking the walk. Oh, Hall taking the walk. MLKings throwing a bowling ball up in that middle of the field. He does get shot out of that mini wall, and here comes the counter attack from Hosky. Ooh, Hosky. No one's picked up Hosky. Hosky going into a gun.
He got shot way back here. How is that not a penalty?
Yeah.
He got shot back here by the snake 50 brick.
He at least shot 10 more times.
Yeah. Hosky
Another check
living in the gray zone right there.
Penalty. So yeah, the point's gonna probably go to MLKings now.
Yeah.
3-3. It's a good match.
This was fun. This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, you guys
3-3.
picked a good set.
2:50 left on the clock.
So bodies out there.
Yeah, there are no more bodies, and I think that one thing they could have done a little bit better from the MLKings standpoint is when they see a body, their guy go into the middle of the field bowling ball style, their snake player can kind of counterpunch and get in and back him up.
They almost didn't shoot Hosky coming down the snake
Yeah.
side, which I think it's a mistake from Aftershock. He's winning. He didn't have to do that. Well, he of course lost.
Major penalty assessed on
No,
ML.
so a dirty buzzer hit, and you could see the
You
frustration.
can't have those mistakes.
Yeah, shoulder slumped to the ground, and is that Kyle Berry? Oh man, he's punching himself in the top of the head, and
They have enough bodies to check yourself before you do that.
Yeah.
so
I mean, there's just plenty of time too.
Exactly.
Minor that pulls the last.
So they threw a red up. They had 3 guys.
Okay. So they're saying it's a minor, and they had 3 bodies. So Peterson's asking like if he can go and hang it again.
Well, they
I don't
threw
know.
a red. They absolutely threw a red.
yeah, but sometimes they'll throw a red when
On
they need to
accident.
throw. Yeah, on accident.
But if you hang the flag with a hit, isn't that a no point?
I mean,
Or a point reversal?
Yeah, and then
it depends on how many
the
bodies.
penalty. Well, the refs are sorting it out right now. Hopefully, we'll get some sort of clarification. Definitely changes the trajectory of what's going to happen in these last couple minutes here. Either a tie game or that swing point 4-2.
Huh. So
Kai is like, well, what's the deal, man? Are we good? Not
They
not good, huh?
definitely so far gave the point to Aftershock.
Yeah. Well, Kaya was standing by the ref, and then the ref was. Now Peterson's still over there waiting for it.
Well, Peterson should just touch the buzzer and then walk off, because that'll clear it, and then he can get ready for the next point. So it's not. I just heard 5 on 5, but I don't hear.
That's my fault, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Kyle Berry, accountability. Saying my bad, my fault. Let's get it back.
I mean, it took them so long to figure out that they had shot everybody that, like, just give it a little more time and see where that bounce didn't bounce, or just look at your gun. I don't know where the hit was. Maybe on his loader. Hard to say.
Probably
but
the pack. I mean, it's a good lesson for other teams when you have enough bodies and you have time. Everybody go to the box and check yourselves before you. It's important that for a point like this. You know, it's a 3-2. It's a tie. You better all be there. You know, and talk and figure it out.
Oh yeah. So the refs right now talking along the sidelines with owner Charlie Givens,
We're in X-Ball, and they're back on the box.
player, coach, owner
Get John cleaned off.
Harris Hussein there, hands on his hips, shoes untied, looking a bit disheveled. But
Hey, don't hold anything back, Ryan. Just call it like you see it, okay?
trying to interpret the rules as well. Okay, so head shaking, a little disappointed, but you know what? There's still a ton of time left, and all of these points, these last 4 points or 3 points have been all
been
really
quick.
fast. So
Yeah, the issue is now instead of it being 3-3, if it goes to 4-2, it's a big difference with 3 minutes. Way big difference.
Yeah, because the MLKings are just forced to play on that reckless edge, and
Yeah.
Shock can play a little bit more conservative. I mean, you never want to go hardcore defense. You want to throw some blows yourself, but it just gives you a lot of freedom with that extra cushion.
what have you seen out here, Maddie, that's like one of your favorite type of breakouts?
Like an actual breakout?
Yeah, where
Like
to put,
you
like,
want me-
for people watching this who might have to play in the afternoon bracket, or guys, people that are watching this that have to play the 5-man tomorrow, or
I
are
think-
playing an event next weekend.
Well, I think the issue is that teams are ignoring the middle. You ignore it at your own peril. All the teams that are successful right now, that are playing well, you know, so like Shock's doing really well, right? And what are they doing? They're throwing bodies up the middle, and they're getting a guy early into the snake, and then getting a guy alive on the D side. So based on your own team's assets and skill set, that's the principle that needs to be achieved. So whether it's, you know, Houston Heat has Ryan Moorhead going to war up in the middle. They went undefeated. After Shock could be undefeated, Hosky's playing really solid in the snake, and you have to worry about Nita, because Nita's just throwing blows up there. You know, so if you don't have somebody willing to release and be that weapon in the middle that has to be respected, A-Rod also has been kind of all over the place. And then that D side, you cannot ignore that D side. So it's like when you go to your guys' match, if you are letting a guy constantly get out wide into D1, constantly making that, you know, a relatively easy bump if you don't put pressure on him into D2. You know, so it's not necessarily a breakout, because it depends on the skill set of your team, you know, who you got in each position. But I don't mind Snake 1 off the break, or, I mean, guys are crawling from the tower still into Snake 1. D1, though, has been very makeable. Haven't really seen a lot of guys get shot trying to make it to D1, but to me, it all starts with what happens in that middle. You know, how proactive and how fearless, but crisp those players are playing in the middle. They kind of set the tempo and the pace for everything, because the snake it's trouble. It's difficult. It's not an easy snake to play. So, which is, like, we had Ryan Gray up here, and he was talking about, he's like, he said that this snake is kind of like when you see the hot girl in the dark club, and then the lights come on, you know, and it's like not as good as you thought it was. So it's a troubling snake, but at least today, it's really been, that middle is incredibly important. I can't overstate the importance of that middle. And then your D-side guy needs to have a really consistent turn, because if you're struggling on, like, so damage, Chad Bougier was lights out for him on the D-side.
Yeah.
You know, so so when I'm looking at these teams that are going undefeated, Legion, You know, Karslev was a mix. Sometimes they'd risk him inside-out run to D3 off the break. He was making D1 almost consistently. Occasionally, they hold him up in the can. But getting stuck in this can is trash. I keep seeing guys not willing to risk it. Like, I'd almost rather have you risk it to D1 off the break because people are making it more often than they don't, than not do that, and then you drop a body over here, and now that guy's worried about a crossfield shot, and he gets stuck in there, and all of a sudden it's 3-on-5, and then that guy gets pinched out of there.
So it looks like they gave the point to Aftershock.
Yeah.
MLKings getting shot.
2 bodies.
2 bodies. Yeah,
look
it's
good.
falling apart like a cheap watch right here. 5-on-3 right now, and you know, MLKings.
What do you do right now?
Well,
if you're MLKings, like, do you let it roll and
you
try to your 3 bodies to do something if you can see that they're trying something, or
there's only 2 minutes left. The guys that are on the field need to realize what they need to do, and like, there's nobody shooting Dorito away, so looks like Kyle Berry's going to make a fill all the way out to the Dorito 1 corner. So they're doing what they need to do right now. It's just now they need to get in the snake and crawl down it, you know?
Yeah, see, now you see Shock goes pocket, but they make 2 kills off the break. So that's huge, because now you have very little pressure. They're up by 2. I would like to see them get up the field a little bit here. But if you're going to play defense, make your shots. And see, there they go, playing defense and they're making their shots. They get 2 kills on the break. They control zones. They're not dropping zones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shot Kyle Berry. If Kyle Berry had slid into that Dorito 3, I think it would have been a little bit better. But now the A-Rod's coming for blood. Right now, do you try to save the point? No, there's no point spread for you.
No, the ship sailed.
Yeah, ship sailed. The ship has sailed, and then this is now an official loss for the MLKings. There's no coming back from this one.
They still have a chance though, Ryan, because this is they're going to go 1 and 2.
Oh,
and they have the Hurricanes.
So point spread is important.
Yeah, just depending.
Or just a 2 and 2.
Well, I would have to check it out a little bit, but if you go 1 and 2 and you still have a chance to go 2 and 2, because who knows? Maybe they blow out the Hurricanes. I have no idea what's going to happen in that game. Probably not, right? But we've seen crazy things happen out here this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So then they're just trying to preserve the point spread right now.
Oh yes, MLKings. Yes, just take the 2-point loss.
If possible.
Yeah,
Hopefully they don't get. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now they get.
Because if they give up this 3rd point and they go and play the Hurricanes,
which is going to happen right now.
And look, Shock's sprinting it in. I mean, this is going to be their 3rd win, so they're going to be fine. But also, you don't want to go. Like, you never know what's going to happen in that last game. You don't want to go 3-1 and have to randomly play in a wild card game all of a sudden.
So they'll probably let a time expire under 10 and then hit it now. Be a good time to hit it.
Right
there
now.
It is. Hit it. Go ahead. Anytime now. Anytime now. There it is. All right.
So
he was so worried that it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't sound.
You can do it at 5, and they're not going to replay the point, Corey.
So Chicago Aftershock, final score 5-2 in favor of Chicago Aftershock. And yeah, man, they are looking really good right now, undefeated through 3. Still one more game for Chicago Aftershock as they have to play the Bears. Next up is going to be San Antonio X Factor and PB Fit. PB Fit shocking the paintball world by taking down Dynasty in OT yesterday and also defeating New York Extreme, putting up 6-2 win there. So PB Fit, man, again, if you could beat Dynasty, you're one of the favorites all of a sudden. And then after that, it's going to be Dynasty playing their first one against New York Extreme, Hurricanes, and the MLKings. So a couple more sets to go. 4 more sets here. Day 2 of the prelims, 2024 NXL, Major League Paintball, the Pro Division, Lone Star Major. I'm Matty Marshall. Arturo, Ryan, best of luck this afternoon. Dynasty in a must-win situation, so stick around for that one here on Go Sports. We'll be right back.